Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sean from TechDodos.com, YouTube and today I just have some follow-up coverage of the Fitbit Blaze. So I did a little video before it actually dropped, it came out, and kind of showing you guys what it can do and stuff like that. So this is after a little bit more hands-on time, just kind of giving you a rundown of how it's been and how I kind of like it. As you guys might notice, I did take it out of the band. That's one of the nice things about the Blaze, is that it has a capability of interchangeable bands, which is especially good for a younger audience. Let's say you have like a younger kid that's growing. You can get them a small band, and when they grow up and they get bigger, they can get a larger band that'll fit them, so they can still use the same tracker. They don't have to worry about buying, or the parent doesn't have to worry about buying a brand new one. Also, another nice thing about the changing bands, interchangeable bands, is the fact that, let's say you want to go out, for a special occasion, you could wear the silicone band that comes with it for normal exercise, and then for the actual going out part, you could change it to like a metal band or even a leather one, so that way you're getting more of a traditional timepiece look. Instead of just kind of, a fitness watch on your wrist. That kind of would kind of distract you a little bit from your from the rest of your attire. So if you guys can see this green light coming on the back, that's their Pure Pulse technology, which is their heart rate, the name of their heart rate sensor technology. The nice thing about the heart rate sensor is the fact that it's pretty accurate. I've heard from a few pretty reliable sources, doctors and whatnot, that the readings on this are very comparable to the readings on actual medical equipment. So, I mean, for it to be that accurate, it's really good. Pretty much the main thing I wouldn't recommend this for, though, is if you're really into heart rate, like a cycler, or a really competitive athlete that needs to have high heart rates measured, because of the fact that this is a wrist-based sensor and not like a chest strap. It's not going to be able to get you to those high zones, those high heart rate readings. So if you fall in that ballpark or in that category, then I probably recommend going with a separate chest strap based heart rate sensor, not a wrist mounted in the Blaze or any fitness watch for that matter. So you guys can see, because it is a watch, it's going to give you the time and your date on your main screen. You can crack into it by swiping to the right to get your battery. The nice thing about the battery is it lasts anywhere from 4 to 7 days, even longer depending on your use. The heart rate sensor really uses a lot of the battery, probably the biggest thing on this. So if you're just doing normal step counting, you should be good. But if you're having this in its exercise mode, trying to constantly use the heart rate to give you accurate readings, then you're going to drain through your battery quite a bit faster. So if you click on today, you're going to get some interesting information about what's going on today so far. As you can see, you get your steps, you get your beats per minute, which is your heart rate. Scroll down, you can see the distance that you've gone and the calories that you've burned approximately, and the floors that you've climbed. That's the nice thing about the Fitbits, is that they do give you pretty much all your statistical data in a pretty easy to understand layout in both the tracker screen and then also the application itself, which is very similar to like iOS. People praise it because of its simplicity to get information. So Fitbit's very similar to that. So let me go back. I'm not seeing it. It's like it's want to respond to me. There we go. So you have your today screen, exercise, so you can click on that to get in the specific exercise mode. FitStar, which is like Fitbit's personal exercises. The timer, because it is a watch, so you can time things, and you have alarms as well. And the settings are just kind of different. Things about the watch, like brightness, quick view, just kind of trivial stuff, not anything that you should be diving into on a daily basis. So I'll go back to the home screen. One One thing I did notice is that the buttons are a little bit hard to click when they're outside the casing, the bands. So definitely would recommend not taking out of the band too much. I don't know why you would need to have it in this kind of, bandless mode very often. The only thing about it is when you're charging it that you do need to take it out of the band, so that's kind of a disappointment a little bit. But besides that, I mean, you shouldn't need to take it out of your band very often unless you're interchanging the bands and then you're just putting in a new one. The nice thing also about the interchangeable bands is that the frame itself, you can change the bands on those too. So they have the quick swap mechanism in the back here. So you can see like these little pins. So you just slide the pin and you can take off the band itself, and then you'll just be left with the frame, and then you can change out the actual bands that are connected to the frames very easily. So you pretty much have almost a unlimited amount of customization possibilities that you can use with the bands, which is really nice. The customization, of the watch itself, compared to a lot of the other ones where I've seen people that have had, for example, a Charge, their band breaks and they're stuck buying a new Charge HR, their band breaks and they're stuck buying a new a new watch. Whereas with this one, the band breaks, no problem. You can literally either replace the band or you can just replace the whole frame itself. For another one, I think they're around like $30 or something like that, so they're not expensive at all. Or you could just simply replace the actual strap itself and you'd be good to go. So I mean, it's really nice that they kind of separated the band, the frame, and the actual device itself into 3 different pieces, whereas before, especially with like the Charge and the Charge HR, they're all one piece. So if anything were to go wrong with any of those pieces, you would have to replace the whole band, or you'd have to replace the whole device, So the interchangeability is a nice thing, and it's at a $200 price point. So I mean, really, it's a really good deal. I would definitely recommend heart rate being the biggest factor. If you don't need a heart rate, you can probably step to some of the lower devices. I'd probably recommend like the Ulta or the Flex, depending on your personality and what you're looking for the device to do for you. But if you want that heart rate sensor, I definitely would recommend stepping up the extra $50 and getting this because of the interchangeable bands. And then you're also going to get very similar features to the Surge for multiple exercises. And I said the $50 stepping up from the Charge HR, which is already $150, to this model, which is $200. So I definitely would recommend stepping up. It's been really nice. I haven't seen any bug issues. I have heard a few reports of people having allergic reaction to the metal, which is definitely to keep an eye on if you have prior instances of allergic reactions to metal. Then I definitely would buy it from a reputable retailer like a Best Buy or a Target or something like that, so that way you do have the ability to return it easily if that is the fact that you can't wear the band for the watch. Then definitely have the ability to do that. But other than that, I mean, the watch has been really nice. Performs really well for the few things that it does, which mainly is just exercise, not too much smart features. It can give you call and text notifications as well as I believe calendar notifications, but it's not going to be anywhere as in depth as, for example, an Android Wear watch like the Moto 360 I have here, which also segments another video that I'm going to be doing soon, which kind of compares the Moto 360 to the Fitbit Blaze. So anyways, guys, this is me, Sean from TechRadio.com. You can send Pete, and this is kind of my little overview of the Fitbit Blaze. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, the comparison between the two watches, kind of an Android Wear versus Fitbit operating system, kind of review. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys in a later video. Have a nice day, and goodbye.